We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Start the drive, 13 yards, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 11 now. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Gun now on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Lines up and lets it go. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 42 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Saints nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. finds the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 63 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Third down.
To throw for it on 3rd and 1. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Maurice Hurst able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's Darren Waller. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Panther 1st down.
Running with Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kamara. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
The extra point.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out. Line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Saints are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Lutz with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And brought down as time is going to run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Well, there's the guys up. Front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter for an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 53 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Samuel, touchdown Carolina. Curtis Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking long for Thomas. And I think that might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 1. At the 40.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. To throw here. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
And a Panther first down.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Kamara. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Out to the left and complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Finding Harris over the middle. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Try and run for it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, New Orleans. Big play there. 66 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Panthers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll set up a throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. What's good on the extra point? And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, Kamara. Big hold of the 30 and all the way out to the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Panthers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Waller out left side. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor. Through an opening, and there he goes. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Saints, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.